Welcome to an episode of Potion Sword Run. This is Original Seed coming at you from my living room. Now, the other day out of the blue, my brother came into town and he texted me telling me that he wanted to visit a few places around, but most importantly go visit the site where my mother is buried. And so we did. And things got a little heavy. Now, you're probably saying, I thought this channel was about video games. It is, but it's also about people and how video games are intertwined in our lives. But before we begin, if you're anything like me and find yourself constantly on the go, you can listen to Potion Sword Run on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. So what are you waiting for? Run! Now, I haven't seen my brother in over 10 years. The last time that I saw him was when we buried my mother. So the fact that he wanted me to meet him there, I knew that he was hurting inside. And I guess in a way we all are.
And, I've been able to, I had my ups and downs. The past, I will say just 2 years have been pretty rough. You were all with me for my mom's COVID experience, and of course, this past June, her passing away. Really didn't help things very well. And I think a lot of just everything going on, and even with Amico, everything piling up. It wasn't just that. It was time for my depression to actually come out. It was time for it to come out. Now, I'm not saying that it's not there every day, because almost every morning I'll wake up. Every morning I'll wake up, and the first thought that goes in my head is, fuck. Alright, well, I'm still here. I'm still here. And just getting my feet to touch the floor and stand up is tough enough. And it affects everything in my life. It affects my relationships. It affects this channel. It affects work. It affects a lot of things. In fact, it's fucked up work in the past month pretty badly. There are things about my work that even my family doesn't know. Absences and stuff like that. And I do it for shame. I do it out of shame. And my general thought, honestly, please don't take this the wrong way. I don't like being here. I've never understood my purpose here on the planet. And I solemnly believe it was an accident. I really don't like being here. I've never liked being here. There is not a little spot on this planet that I actually fit into. Sure, we may have a kinship about games and toys and whatever else we gab about in here. I have a creative side that just doesn't seem to work out. If I could find a way to make a living doing that, that's the only skill I have, is creating things, and I can't seem to make a living. So, of course, financially, I get fucked. So, I'm under this belief that I just don't want to be here. Every day, I just hate being alive. Whether I'm happy, whether I'm sad, whether I'm doing something fun like yesterday, I don't want to be here. But I can't do that, especially to these children. Lately, I've been under the impression that, maybe it's time. Both my parents are gone now. I have no physical tie to this planet anymore. Maybe it's time. Just go away.
With most people, we never really know what's going on inside. We may look well put together and live a semi-functional life, but we do it because it has to be done. I do it because it has to be done, but I also do it because I love life. I love the simple things in life, like being able to walk my dog in the warm sun, looking up at the clouds, puffing, putting some clouds up there of my own. But I never really get excited about anything. Not like DJC does when he got to play the Amico, the Intellivision Amico, with the CEO of the new Intellivision Amico. That excitement and pure joy in his face when he was able to play baseball with Tommy even had me saying fuck yeah for him. Fill that heart with joy because God knows we need it. One night while I was at work, doing what has to be done, in the background I was happening to catch a podcast of Saggy Melonz, and she was arguing with someone in the chat about Tommy's pride versus ego when it came to showcasing the Amico. But there was something that made me turn to listen.
Also, Panda Sub made a really good point. Tommy was very hands-on with everything. And, he sets up the console, he sets up the games, he does everything, right? He's very hands-on. And to Panda Sub, that read to him that, he was very genuine. Because, him hiring somebody, because people said it was his ego. His ego was why he goes to all these events. His ego is the reason why he's always in spotlight. No, it's not ego. It's pride. It's pride. The look on Tommy's face, and you can see it in my video. The look on Tommy's face when people are laughing and having fun and asking him questions, he glows. He does glow. He's very happy. He likes seeing people enjoy something that he's proud of. It's not ego. It's pride.
And it's true. Tommy does glow when he gets to talk and showcase the Amico, when he gets to share it with people. He feeds off that energy, but he also gives that energy back.
And this is going to sound stupid, but I wanted to play the Amico. I wanted to experience it. For the past 3 years, I've been catching so much fucking grief for liking something. So I came up with the idea. All right. I'm going to go see this thing. I'm going to experience it, and that's going to be the last thing I experience. And sometime this week, I was going to lay down and hopefully not wake up ever again. Why am I even saying any of this? Because yesterday made me change my mind. Something happened midway through that very first event. Something just sparked in me. It really did. And I was watching my family enjoying something together. Something that's rare. Something that's very rare. And it's not because we're functional people. We're normal people with everyday fucking problems and everyday joys, and just like you and everyone you know. And to see what I saw yesterday with them changed a lot of things. It may not mean anything to you, but you're not here experiencing my experience. I saw the three of them genuinely having a joy experience with each other. They do things together a lot, Girl Scouts and all kinds of other events. But I've never seen them interact like they did yesterday. I've never seen my lady. I put up that video. I've never seen her that happy to do anything that was even close to anything that I give a fuck about. The rest of the day, her and the kids were jamming, having a great time, laughing together, and enjoying the same thing. And I was going to skip out on the second one out of what I explained earlier. I was going to skip out of the second one, even though that's the one I actually put together, But I looked at them knowing that the girls were going to say no, that they didn't want to go to the second one, because the smaller of the two gets bored like that. She'll come up, and then that's it. It's done, and she's moving on to something else. And it doesn't matter what we do. Even in Disney at some point, she was like, I'm fucking bored. Can we go, So knowing my family was going to be like, including my lady, no, we're tired. We had enough of this. Let's just go home. After the first event, It was unanimous. They're like, no, we're fucking going. We want more of this. And I was like, what? What? If you take anything from this, not poor Chris, that what I experienced yesterday with my family is exactly what this stupid little piece of plastic is meant to do. And I witnessed it first fucking hand, and it had nothing to do with my appreciation for this thing. Then I had fun. I had fun. I can't wait to tell you about the controller. I can't wait. And thankfully, because of yesterday, I'm going to. Something happened yesterday, and it's related to the Amico. I know it sounds stupid, but I can honestly say I think my experience with the Amico yesterday saved my life.
Look, in the end, I don't know Tommy. I don't know DJC. I don't know Saggy. I don't know the Atari Creep. I hardly know my brother. But I do know about guilt and pain. And I know my brother was carrying it for 10 years. I know how easy it is to want to hide away from the rest of the world, or rather just not be. So when I see someone who has found that glow, who is proud of something, so proud of something that they light up a room and they radiate this energy, I say fuck yeah for them, you know? Because God, we know how life is hard enough. So when someone finds that glow, I just think it's just sometimes it can be contagious. Now, I may not glow or radiate the room, fill it with joy, but I am glad that I was able to be there for my brother in his time of need. We even visited my grandma to heal those wounds. And in the end, when he went back home to continue doing what has to be done, he was much better than he was when he arrived. The pain and guilt that he had inside melted away, and hopefully now he can begin to heal. We even exchanged gamer tags, and he wants to play some Warzone, but I'm gonna try to get him to play Halo Infinite because man, talk about glow. Now, that's gonna do it for this episode. Remember, when shit's a fan, run.